Oh, exactly. I want to take Tilly home. Thanks very much, Riaz. Tilly, sit. Stay. Oh, very, very good. We're going to meet Tilly and find out why you might want to add Tilly to your family coming up next on BT. Be right back. Hi, Tilly. Oh, so good. Yeah, thanks very much. And hanging out with Tilly and Kim. Sit, Tilly. Sit, stay. Oh, she's so good.
Oh, she's the best.
Hey, I got to ask you, I was just looking on our BT Facebook page, and there's this Huffington Post put out this thing saying, you know, we want pet owners to build a poop compost. Compost, what do you think about that?
I think it's a good idea.
Really? It might be a bit smelly, I don't know. Might be a bit
Wouldn't want it in my yard.
I always love asking you about the breaking news here. Let's talk about Tilly, because Tilly's so adorable.
Oh, isn't she the best? She's about 9 months old, still young puppy. She is the dog that you want in this type of weather, to be at the beach, to be at the park. She wants to play, she wants to run, she wants to interact. She's a fantastic dog.
She is so well behaved, and just a little puppy. Let's talk a little bit about the heat, because today, Russ says I think we're getting up to about 26. Yesterday it was around 30. Wow. It's getting hot.
Yeah. Well, we want to remember that when we're out, say we like to run and we run with our dogs, remember the heat on their pads on the tarmac, on the cement, they can overheat quite quickly. So we want to pay attention to them and make sure that we have fresh water for them. And if you're doing your walking in your place, it's really hot first thing in the morning and evenings. It changes a little bit, but it's hot. And remember that they can't talk, so we have to watch and be really clear on what they're doing and feeling.
Well, right now Tilly looks really happy eating little hot dogs. If you want to adopt Tilly, you can go contact the SPCA, spca.bc.ca. We got lots more coming up, Riaz. Oh, Tilly. Oh, with my new little friends and perhaps new additions to your family coming up next. We're going to meet Gipper and Nisha. Stay with us. You're watching BT. And maybe 2 additions, because these little ones, they should go together if we can help it, right? Who do we have here?
We have Gipper and Nisha. They're both 9 years old. I think they have it marked down as 9 months, or 9 years, 3 weeks, 9 years, 1 week. But I think they're brother and sister.
Okay.
So,
and they're very bonded. I mean, even just during the break, you know, we tried to, you know, have them separated just for a second, and already they just wanted to be together. There's a little bit of a sad story with Gipper.
Yeah. So Gipper, we took them in, had dentals done on them. Gipper, it was diagnosed with oral cancer in his mouth. There's no known treatment in Canada right now for it, so it's kind of sad. They feel that within the next 3 to 4 months it's going to progress quite quickly, and we're looking for a home for him just to live the rest of his life out, palliative care basically, and we're hoping that somebody will open up their heart and home and take both, because they are so bonded. And you know what, he doesn't really deserve to be in a shelter for the rest of his life. He needs to be in a home.
So for anyone that's wondering, okay, if I'm taking on Gipper, obviously, who's got cancer, when you're dealing with something like palliative care, are they going to be looking at a lot of vet bills, like things people would be concerned about that possibly?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it's hard to tell right now. What I would recommend is talk to your vet, get your vet if you're interested in helping Gipper. Go over the file, make sure that you can provide all he needs, and you're comfortable with that. So it might be a few vet visits, just because you don't want him at all at any point
uncomfortable.
Yeah. So
right.
it's really being on it and being able to, if he needs to go to the vet.
And what a nice gift that Gipper could spend out his last days with his sister Nisha. Of course, if you want to adopt both of these together, Michelle, and such a story, and both just beautiful dogs. Come check out the SPCA here at the Vancouver branch. Go to spca.bc.ca. Harriet's looking for a home. We're going to meet Harriet and also find out how you can deal with an anxious kitty coming up next, plus a great event that's happening. You can drink beer and support the SPCA. Oh yes, it's possible. More details coming up. Yeah, with lots of little adoptables. We have a very pleasant little kitty here. This is Harriet. Harriet's decided to go for a little walk. That's okay. Tell us about Harriet.
Harriet's about 5 years old. As you can see, she's very friendly. I'm just going to close this door over here because there's small animals in here.
Good idea. Let's talk about Harriet.
We don't want to stress them out. So you can see she's friendly, outgoing, active. Right away, she was coming up and saying hello to you, and that's what you want to look for when you have a nice, relaxed kitty. She's just not a care in the world.
She's not a care in the world. Obviously, very curious. Let's talk about what happens when you get a little bit of an anxious kitty. What do you do in that case?
Well, when they're anxious, it means that they're not too sure if you're a threat or if you're a risk to them. So they're worried. So what we want to do is help calm them down, build their trust. So what we do here is if we recognize a cat is anxious in her emotional state, we start doing short visits, not trying to touch them too soon, and just really building up that bank account of trust so that they do come around.
She's really running around. Keeping Nelson, our camera operator, got lots of exercise
She wants out. And my favorite thing, look at her tail. She just is my favorite thing when they're up and fluffy and they're just happy and just.
Making friends, maybe. We'll see what happens. By the way, there's a great event happening called Pints for Paws that's happening on Thursday, July 24th at Roxy Burger. Burger and a beer, $25, and of course there are vegetarian options available, and it all supports the BC SPCA, right, Kim?
Yes, yes, lots of fun.
Excellent. Well, we're having lots of fun here at the SPCA. Nelson, you just keep running around. You're doing a good job there. We're going to take a little break here on Breakfast Television. More details on the SPCA, go to spca.bc.ca, and of course we got your news coming up next.
The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
Yes, he does. And you know, he's ready for his morning walk. So I'm sure he would like you just to go and walk.
I'm sure. And actually, he'll be walking me is what ends up happening. Tell us a little bit about Drake.
So Drake, we figure, is about 7 years old, 7 or 8. He came down on our Drive for Lives program, through our Drive for Lives program. He's from Prince George.
Okay.
So he was found as a stray up there. And now nobody came and claimed him. And now he's here.
And he'd be great for somebody with a yard, I think.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? He's older. He's kind of interested in the camera right now. He's just really nice, easygoing dog. Needs some leash training so he can walk loosely on the leash rather than pulling. We do have a special harness for him too that he doesn't pull with. Did you know too that if you've lost an animal that you can check our website? That all of our incoming animals, we take photos. They go on our site live within like 15 minutes or so. So you can always check if you're missing a pet.
That's good to know because we actually periodically, when we do these segments, receive emails from people saying, I think that might be mine. So that's good to know. Check out the website, spca.bc.ca. And of course, there's lots of great animals that need forever homes. We're going to take a little break here on Breakfast Television. Of course, it's been hot. Will the hot weather continue? Russ Lacate has those details.